Hi, unboxing and initial review of my new tactical pants. These have arrived in the courier because the material is cloth, so it doesn't really require a box. Given that it's inside plastic, it's without tear, which is always a good thing. So, no complaints there. Now, I'll tear it open. Okay, so the trousers are khaki. They come inside plain plastic. When I was ordering these, it said on the website that these are made within the country. The plastic doesn't have any branding on it. All that can be seen is that it's a size 34. There is no other visible branding. So these are the trousers. There are these loose clips, but they're not tied to anything. But that doesn't seem to be a problem. There may be a problem with the length of the trouser, as I can see almost initially or immediately when I've opened it. However, saving grace may be that it's double folded inside, so there is some space for opening on the inside, but I'm hoping that I don't have to open it. If it's a 32 or a 34, if it's a 34 inseam, then there is no issue. If it's a 32 proper 32 inseam, then also there is going to be no issue. But if it's any less than that, then it's going to be an issue for me. I'm 6 feet tall. Ideally, a 33 inseam is best for me. For those of you who do not know what the inseam is the length from here down to the bottom. So that is the inseam length. On first inspection, I find that the cloth is a checkered box weave, and the box weave, as I had already brought out before in my earlier reviews, tends to save tearing, in the sense that if there is a tear in any of the boxes or checks that are woven into the pattern of the cloth, then the tear remains in that box. The pattern kind of prevents the tear from spreading further, or at least does not allow it to spread easily. The trousers also have elasticated waists, bands on both ends towards the hips, which is kind of a good thing because it allows for some vagrants in sizing. Does it look like a 34? Yes, it does look like a 34. I don't think sizing on the waist is going to be a problem. On first inspection, the quality of the trouser looks decent enough. However, at certain places, there is some loose stitching, but I think it's a mixed bag. Here in certain spaces, I find that the stitching is already loose or has not been bar tacked properly, but in other places where there is going to be high tension, it has been bar tacked. So I think it's a mixed bag. These loose threads will have to be sewn in properly subsequently. But I do not think it will be an immediate problem. The front has a button open and closure. It also has sizing information on the inside. It's a size 34. The zip is metallic. It says it's YKK. Let's see if it's okay or not. Okay, it works fine. I think one problem area is that the inner pockets are of this white cloth. They could have given any other color, maybe a green, maybe a brown or some other color. This is not the right color to be given for tactical pants. So up front, this is how the trouser appears. It's got a button open and closure with zip, 2 loops up front and 3 behind, 3 loops behind. The center loop is nice and broad, which is a good thing because this is generally where there is maximum tension on the belt. The loop width is not big. I would say these are medium width loops. They will be able to take in belts which will be approximately an inch, inch and a half, not more than that. If you're planning to wear proper military belts with these, not possible. Coming on to the pocket design, it has these box pockets. The pockets will blouse towards the outside, which is a good thing if you want to keep some stuff inside. And they're sewn up front. The pocket is sewn up front, which is a good thing. And it opens or comes out as a box on the rear. So this is a good feature. However, what they could have done better is they've given this pleat in the front. This pleat should have actually been the other way, like this. There are chances that something will get stuck in this pleat and tear the pocket. So this could have been done better. I'll try and find a tailor for myself who will open the pockets and do them the right way if possible. Although these days tailors do not like to do tedious stuff, but I'll try and find someone who can do it properly for me. The open and closure is with these buttons. These are metallic. They work fine. On the front also there is one. So total of 2. They work fine. The cargo pocket has a zip. Okay, so there are 2 different pockets. The zip pocket goes into a sleeve which is behind the cargo pocket. And the cargo pocket is a separate pocket. So there are 2 pockets actually on one side. It's a zip pocket which is behind the cargo pocket and then the proper cargo pocket. There is some blousing, but as I already said, the blousing is on the wrong direction. It should have been this way. But as of now, not bad. Let's see the cargo pocket on the other end. Okay, so on the other end, there is a single cargo pocket. Again, it is stitched flush with the trousers up front, and on the rear, it opens into a box, which is a good feature. However, again on this side, this fold should have been the other way around. Up front, the fold should have been the other way around. This also has 2 clips or 2 buttons. There is no pocket separation on the inside, but that is not necessary. I think this will also do. The quality of stitching seems legitimately to be decent. There are certain loose threads also, but otherwise it seems quite okay. There is bar tacking here. These are places where it generally tends to tear, so there is bar tacking here. And there should have been some bar tacking here also, because the bottom also tends to get pressure from whatever that you put inside. Up front there is bar tacking, but on the rear there is no bar tacking. Will it tear? Yes. If you put heavy things inside and try running in this, it will definitely tear. At the base, up front, it's done well. On the front, this side also, it is done well. It is bar tacked, but here, this is where it is going to fail. However, if I'm going to use it for civil use and for light use, I don't think it should be a problem. Also on this trouser, I do not find any branding on the outside, which I'm really happy about. I do not like overt branding on trousers. The rear is plain and simple. It doesn't have an extra patch of cloth here. It doesn't have an extra patch of cloth here for a seat. Generally, tactile trousers generally have an extra piece of or a patch of cloth stitched here to give it more reinforcement. That is missing here. And also, again, this thread is loose. It has a loose thread. But it doesn't look like a major problem. It just hasn't been cut, has to be cut by me. Coming on to the legs. So on the legs it does have double cloth. I can feel there is one cloth inside, and then there is a separate cloth which is stitched here in these two places. This is a separate cloth on top, and then there is one cloth which is on the inside. So at least on the knees they've given double cloth. However, the length of this cloth could have been longer. It should have gone further down towards the shin area, because this is also where one gets hurt on the shins. Thankfully it has got some preformed knees, but the amount of cloth which they've covered is very less. It seems like it's probably 1.5 centimeters, that's all. And generally when there are preformed knees, there should be at least 2 knee tucks. So here there is only one. It should have been at least 2, one on each side, on this side and on the other side also. But they've given only one, but at least they've given some. Normally I find a lot of people do not, or a lot of manufacturers do not give preformed knees. So here they have given preformed knees. These are the tucks here and here on these two ends, but they've just given one single set. There should be at least 2 sets for it to actually work properly. They haven't given any holes for putting threads inside. So these are worth 2,000. I think they are just about okay for 2,000. They could have been better. I think had they just been given additional preformed knees or tucks for the knees, I think I would have liked them better. They've got only one set up front. The pockets are fine. The fit also seems fine. It doesn't look too baggy. I think on wearing I'll be able to make out whether it's okay or not. I will say that I am not disappointed. I will not say that this is money well spent. I will just say that I am not disappointed. For 2 grand, I'm sure they could have done a much better job and given additional features also, and more reinforcement, at least at the rear, and a longer patch on the knees. And maybe the pockets could have been thought out much better. The pockets are large enough. You will be able to put decent amount of stuff inside on both sides. One side having 2 pockets under the same cargo pocket is also a decent feature. However, for the price, I think they could have given much more, and especially considering that these pants have been made within the country, I think they are a step in the right direction. These are by Olive Planet. premium military gear. So these are my initial impressions. Thank you. So quickly I wanted to show you how these fit. Front profile, side profile, rear, left side. I think the fitting is kind of okay. It's actually quite a good fit. Coming on to the space of the pockets have enough space. They're quite large. And on this side, there are in fact two pockets in the same cargo pocket. I can also put additional stuff through this zip. It also has two front pockets, V-slit, simple pockets, not very deep, very shallow pockets. However, there is one flaw which I have noticed in the pant, and that is that there are no rear pockets. There are no rear pockets on either side, which is strange. They've given no rear pockets. However, the fitting is good. Would I consider these for 2000? I think they're slightly expensive. However, pants that fit right are the best. So these do fit right. Another point is there any stretch? No, there is no stretch in the fabric, which is not a good thing. There should have been some stretch in the fabric. So these are my initial impressions of the tactical stroke cargo pants that I bought from Olive Planet. Thank you.